You're listening to Emerson Whitner's NXT Report on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. My name is Emerson Whitner, and this is your NXT audio update for Wednesday, April 27th, 2016. Welcome to AngryMarks.com. You can listen to this on WrestlingOutsiders.com. Who knows? You could be on YouTube right now listening to the sounds of my beautiful voice. But let's jump into NXT. We do have a new champion, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. First of all, the show kicked off with the NXT Women's Champion Asuka returning to NXT for the first time since TakeOver, going one-on-one with Miss All Red Everything, Eva Marie. Eva showed way too much confidence walking to the ring. It's almost as if her character is not smart enough to realize she's about to get killed to death. Corey Graves and Tom Phillips actually argued during this match about whether Eva being on the winning team at WrestleMania qualified her for a title match. You know, the match that she won, but she didn't actually win the match for the team. Asuka used the snapmare in the first minute and kicked Eva so hard in the back, I think Eva was ready to quit. Honestly, that was the story of this match. Asuka is, I don't know if she's actually stiff or just really looks like she's laying it in, but she's kind of the female Nakamura in the sense that she's just beating the heck out of her opponents. And unlike Elias Sampson, Eva Marie didn't hit back very well. Asuka was just in control over Eva, not even letting Eva breathe at points here. You could see Eva getting frustrated. She's unable to connect with any of her moves early on. And Asuka actually mocked Eva's gyrations at one point. When Asuka sent Eva flying outside the ring, Nia Jax came out to lend immoral support, which actually helped the match turn around. As we went to commercial, we came back with Eva on offense. Like I said, Eva's offense, it has improved. For the sake of fairness, her offense has improved. The only problem is it was very weak in comparison to Asuka's offense. Asuka made her come back complete with a drop kick from the middle rope. At one point, Eva was kneeling. Asuka hit several knees to the chest, and then I'm not sure if she just didn't get her leg up high enough. I don't know if Eva kind of raised up a little bit, but Asuka at one point kicked Eva right in the breasts, and, you know, I'll never have that problem, but, you know, I can't imagine that felt any good for the poor woman. Anyway, Eva, by the way, this match went like 12 minutes and it was fine for the most part. And Eva got more than you'd expect, all things considered, but she still did the job when Asuka kicked her head into the second row and won with a spin kick. After the match, Nia Jax got into the ring and had a stare down with the champ. Asuka teased giving her a spin kick, but Nia just picked Eva up and they left together. So that's coming. They then showed highlights of the title change match from Lowell, Massachusetts last Thursday when we crowned a new NXT champion. This is actually the first title change of any title in NXT where they did not show the entire match on TV. I mean, even the Finn Balor title win over Kevin Owens, even though it aired on the Beast in the East special, they then still replayed the entire match again on NXT the next week. This here, they only aired about a good 90 seconds or so of highlights. But at the end of the day, Samoa Joe now joins Seth Rollins, Big E Langston, Bo Dallas, Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor as NXT champions. The king is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Long live the new king. We did get a post-match promo with Joe, where Joe declared that he said this was inevitable. He said the 2 times they squared off, Finn survived, but this time he didn't. The Revival returned to action, going 2-on-2 with 2 jamokes, to quote Corey Graves, named Matt Lee and Jeff Parker. This was a really good squash. Revival is really getting that mid-80s solid wrestler gimmick down, as they just beat the holy living heck out of specifically Jeff Parker, because Matt Lee was, I don't know, like, I hope they didn't actually tell him to behave this way, but Matt Lee was standing on the apron just as a comedy figure the whole match. He started chanting, he got the crowd chanting defense. When Dash dared him to get in the ring, he screamed that he was following the rules by standing on the apron, which, while correct, just like, it led to the fans laughing, and that wasn't, I'm assuming, what the Revival wanted in this, since it was, a very stiff little match for them. Revival hit kind of a reverse Doomsday device where Dash picked Parker up in a powerbomb position before Dawson came off with a clothesline. They did eventually have Lee tag in, and he fared no better, quickly being beaten with the Shatter Machine. After the match, the Revival cut a promo saying that they're the absolute best tag team on the planet, causing the fans to chant for American Alpha. They put every tag team in the world on notice, saying that they were going to destroy all of them until they get their belts back. So, I mean, like Abyss and Crazy Steve, or Tenzan and Kojima, or the Young Bucks, they all need to worry because, the Revival's coming for them. The Revival's coming to whoop them, and all this until they get a shot at American Alpha. Go figure. Hype Bros return to battle Blake and Murphy, or also returning. I should point out, this is Zack Ryder's first television match since they did the rematch for the IC title with Miz on SmackDown. Blake and Murphy didn't have Alexa with them, and they teased that they've had dissension recently, and they really haven't, at least on TV anyway. But I should point out, this trio, man, have they fallen off the face of the earth since they lost the belts back in August. Which is just like, it's been almost a year now at this point since they've been, not a year, it's been a good 7-8 months since they've been champions, and they've probably been on TV in matches, maybe 5 times. The fans are really into the Hype Bros, which is more than you can say about Full Sail as of late, but they did not care at all about Blake and Murphy. Mojo got the hot tag, and he beat up both of the heels by himself before tagging Ryder back in to polish off their foes with the Hype Rider. After the match, the Hype Bros were attacked and beaten down by the Revival of all teams. Well, I guess when you're going to attack every tag team in the world, you might as well start with the most convenient one, eh? Anyway, Revival gave Mojo the demolition decapitation outside the ring after throwing Ryder into the post. Carmella was up next versus Aaliyah. It made me think, for some reason, all this, since this is Carmella's first appearance now that her boys have gone to Raw, it made me remember how, in storyline, Carmella has her job. In case you forgot, Carmella got her job at NXT when Enzo Amore went to her hair salon and spilled a bucket of hair cream all over Carmella's dog. Somehow, the owner then fired Carmella, and then Carmella, pissed off at Enzo, forced Enzo to get her a job wrestling in NXT to make it up to her. And that, folks, is how Carmella, in storyline, has her job. This match was solid, nothing terribly exciting, just a nice, simple match. Carmella won with the head scissors by submission. It's nice to keep things really simple, especially since a lot of Carmella's matches lately have had a lot of blown spots and horribly missed moves. So, hooray for her. She calmed down, she did a few things very well, and she didn't try to do too much here on television. Elias Samson was interviewed backstage about his upcoming match with Shinsuke Nakamura. He's annoyed that William Regal misinterpreted his words, but he will show Shinsuke why he is the Drifter. That made no sense to me, as it made it sound like he's just going to wander away in the middle of the match. Maybe play his guitar. I should point out that Samson had dollar bills stuck inside his guitar. I'm assuming that's from his donations when he stands outside the arena and plays before the shows. Although I don't know if it's sad that, all he could get are a couple dollar bills from the fans. Anyway, main event time. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Elias Samson. I mentioned before that Eva Marie got 12 minutes in the main event, or in the opener. Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event got 4. I really can't believe Nakamura's in WWE, much less here in NXT. It's just so surreal, it's not even funny, that it wasn't like 3 months ago he was in the Tokyo Dome against AJ Styles, and now AJ Styles is wrestling Roman Reigns on pay-per-view, and Shinsuke Nakamura is wrestling the Drifter on NXT. It's almost like if in 1995 the WWF signed Misawa away from All Japan, and he came in and was wrestling Waylon Mercy or Henry Godwin. Anyway, Samson looked really good in this match. Actually, all of a sudden after watching this match, I can understand why you see a lot of house show main events with tag team matches with Samson in it, because oh boy, he did not mind being hit, and he did not mind hitting Nakamura back. And this was the best Samson's looked. Nakamura looked really good, and it was about as good as you're going to get in 4 minutes. Nakamura won with the Kinshasa, the Bambayi running knee that has been renamed. And that was it. So that's going to do it for this week here on NXT. Thank you all for listening. I'll be back on Sunday for Payback. And that's about it. Thank you for listening. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again later.